All right, so this is the take-home quiz for April 14th, which is posted on Canvas. This first problem, which of the following expressions has the greatest value? I used GEMDAS. Here is, we've got A, B, C, and D. We need to work out each one. So as I work them out, for A, I got 7. B, I got 9. C, I got 12. And D, I got 4. So D was a little difficult. I ended up with 2/3 minus 1, which gave me negative 0.3. Then I multiplied that times 6, and that gave me negative 2 plus 6, which gave me a final answer of 4. If that one was difficult, that's okay, because it was a little bit of a train wreck. So the answer for number 1 is C. Let's take a look at number 2. Number 2, what is the surface area of the triangular prism? I've got to find the area of each face. So the area of each face for this one. So I know that I'm going to have 2 triangles, so that's 2 faces, and then 3 rectangles. So I've got to find my right angle, so that tells me my base and my height. So I have 12 times 5.
Where did that reach?
And that's going to be 60. And I need to divide that by 2, and that's going to be 30. I'm going to do the same thing for the other triangle. So there are the 2 triangles.
What are you doing?
Then we're going to have a rectangle, which I see is 7 by 13. So 7 times 13. And that's going to be 91. Then I have this bottom part, which is 7 times 12. And that's 84. And then I have the shorter back side, which is 7 times 5. And those are all of my faces. Then I'm going to add each one of these up. So I need to do 35 plus 84 plus 91 plus 30 plus 30. And that equals 270 centimeters squared. And that answer is C. So number 3, Cameron knows that 2 dogs are given 8 cups of food and 3 dogs are given 12 cups of food. How much food will be given to 5 dogs? That's going to be, it looks to me like a ratio. We've got 2 dogs have 8, 3 dogs are given 12. I need to figure out what will be given to 5. So what would probably be the best thing to do to solve this? We need to make a table. So I'm going to make a table. We've got dogs and cups. So my first one is 2 dogs, 8 cups. Then I have 3 dogs, 12 cups. The question is, can I find the unit rate? What if I fed 1 dog? How many cups would feed 1 dog? How did I go from 2 to 1? Well, I divided by 2. So 8 divided by 2 would give me 4. So now I need to figure out 5 dogs. So let's figure out how much 1 cup. So I could say 8 goes to 1. So we'll find the unit rate on the other side. I'm going to divide by 8. So 2 divided by 8. I'm going to leave as a fraction. So 2 divided by 8, and that is 1/4. So now I have 5 dogs. It's a little hard to see. I'm going into the next problem. I guess didn't need to find this unit rate. 1 to 5, I'm looking from going from 1 to 5. That was multiplying by 5. So 4 times 5 is 20. I really didn't need to do this other step. So the answer is C. But I found the unit rate for both sides, for dogs and for cups. And so at least I have that information in case there's another question asking me that. In this case, there's not. We need to simplify. So I've got exponents. I don't have any grouping. I have exponents, so let me solve those. So 6 times 6 is 36. Remember, it's not 12. It's not 6 times 2. It's 6 times 6. Minus 2 times 11 over 9 minus 2 to the 3rd power, which is 8, because it's 2 times 2 times 2, and this is 6 times 6. All right, so I have 36 minus 2 times 11. Well, I need to do the times 11 first. So 2 times 11 is 22. So 36 minus 22 over 9 minus 8. So 36 minus 22 is 14. And 9 minus 8 is 1. So my answer is going to be B, 14. Number 5. So Scott's reading a book that is 660 pages long, and he's completed 440 pages. What fraction of the book does Scott have left to read? So he's completed 440, and he has 660 to go. So I'm going to say 440 over 660, and then I can simplify that. 440 divided by 660 is going to be 44 over 66. Let's see if I can get a good simplify. So if I simp, let me show you what I'm doing. So don't forget, we can always put in a fraction. And this tells me, oh, it needs to be simplified. Simp, and I get 2/3. You may have also said 440 divided by 660, and you got 0.6666667, which we know translates to 2/3. So the fraction of the book that he's read is 2/3. They want to know, what does he have left to read? He actually, so he's read 2/3. So what he has left is 1/3. Yesterday, there were 68 scoops of ice cream served at Doss's. 17 of the 68 scoops were chocolate. What percent of the scoops were not chocolate? All right, so I don't know if you remember, but we did this lovely triangle thing where we had percent, we had the total, and we had the part. So I can use this triangle to help solve. Yesterday there were 68 scoops of ice cream served. 17 of the 68, that's the part, were chocolate. So I could do 17 divided by 68, because that would be divide, because if I fill in the triangle, that would be 17 over 68, and I'm trying to find the percentage. So 17 divided by 68 is 0.25. They want to know which ones were not chocolate. So it looks like 25% was chocolate. What is not chocolate? So I need to do, this was 25%. So 100 minus 25 would be 75%. Number 7. We have 3, and we've got some distributive property. So I need to distribute the 3 to the parts inside the parentheses. So this is going to be 30A plus 24 minus 6. 24 minus 6 is 18. So I have 30A plus 18. And that is C. All right, and the last, oh, nope, we got 2 more to go. We need to complete the table for the equation x equals y minus 2. So this may have been difficult for some of you because we haven't really gotten to talk a lot about this, but we're just inputting and spitting out an answer. So we know x, when x is 4, y is 6. So when x is 3, how do we go from something minus 2 and we get 3? So what minus 2 gives us 3? I can say 5. 5 minus 2 equals 3. What minus 2 equals 2? 4. 4 minus 2 equals 2. 3 minus 2 equals 1. And 2 minus 2 equals 0. So I'm just plugging it in and getting the answers. All right, then we have a lovely equation here. We're solving for n. I need to undo things like the subtraction. So how do I undo the subtraction? So I'm doing backwards GEMDAS. So I'm going to start with adding and subtracting first, and I need to undo this. So to make a 0 pair, I'm going to say plus 4. That's going to give me 0 here. So plus 4. So that leaves me with 3n equals 36. How can I undo multiplication? I need to divide. So I'm going to divide by 3. That leaves me with 1n. Divide by 3. 36 divided by 3. N equals 12. So there's how we solve for n. We get n equals